All right, freestyle. Watch. So I was kind of crumbing on muscles, right? The last video, but I'm gonna explain to you guys how building your body actually helps you with your sense of value and sense of worth, and it's not as superficial as you think. So let's go from whether you're a man or a woman. Let's go from the bottom, right? You start off as a slinky dink, right? Or maybe you're a big tub of Greek yogurt. You're either really big or you're really skinny, but your goal is to get in shape. So the benefit, there is a real benefit to it, and it's not just the results of the gains. It's not just the freaking trapezius muscles or for the ladies the Coke bottle shape. It's not that. And it's okay to be goal oriented too. It's okay to want that, but where you get most of your strides as a human being is understanding yourself more and becoming more a master of yourself. So the discipline that I got from being in pain in the gym and then tackling my diet when I get home or enduring a lot of training and conditioning, that helped train my mind so that I can export that same programming or those same formulaic patterns of thinking to other areas of my life, whether it be in my speech, whether it be in my approach to people, whether it be in my how outgoing I can be, whether it be in my improvisational skills as I'm freestyling this video right now. So how can you as a person use your training journey or your journey and as to getting more in shape? How can you use that to become a better person? Now I want to preface this with a caveat. Being a better version of yourself or being a better person, it's kind of like vain to me, because in the Bible it talks about how Eve fell was because the devil said, "Look, you can be as gods." So I'm not giving you guys a method to blow your head up or to gas yourself or to become more idolatrous of yourself or to love or to be kind of like a self-loving, conceited person. It's not about that. It's not about, the highest version of yourself. It's more about doing what's right. It's more about the values themselves as opposed to the outcome. So although you might appreciate the six pack or the nice shape that you have now, it's not about that. It's doing the right thing. Like, God only gave us one body. You got one body. You can't you can't do the Get Out, right? You can't transfer your consciousness to one other person. You can't do that. You're stuck in this one body. Do you really think God put you here to destroy your body? It just doesn't make sense to me. You should. So let's get back to it. You treat yourself with respect. So you practice self-respect, therefore you demand self-respect. You practice self-respect, therefore you require self-respect. So in that regard, it's almost like not necessarily faking it till you make it, but developing the conscious attitude towards yourself and your own image. Not to get conceited, not to blow your own head up or to feel like you're better than anybody else, but merely to practice morality day to day or 3 to 4 times a week. This helps strengthen who you are, and I'll explain how. So when I was younger, I used to have a freaking super bird chest. Like it was all Sesame Street right here, all big bird, little bird. I'm yellow, but I still had the bird chest. I looked at myself in the mirror one day and I was like, why do I look like this? But more importantly, why do I allow myself to look like this? Why do I not believe in myself to get to where I want to be? So the superficial body was kind of a means for me to go on this journey. So I'm not trying to knock anybody's motivation. I'm just trying to say you got to think deeper than that. And what will help you more and what will help you stay more on your journey is if you find more of a concrete why or more of a reason as to why you do it that's more potent than just, oh man, I just really want delts, man. Oh, I just really want the attention of the opposite sex. That's so fleeting of a goal. What's more important should be like, oh, I really want to please my wife or my husband, or I really want to make God proud. I really want to break the cycle of obesity in my family. These are more important goals to have. But as you get through them, you start to believe in yourself and other things. Because in our generation, the way that we talk to ourselves nowadays, especially the way that the media bombards us with who we are, right? You're a racist, you're a homophobe, you're no good, you're a sexist, your masculinity is toxic. Women, you're a slut, you're a HO. All these things, they really get into your head. And then you see like the rappers and the movie stars, and they're living lives that are so much high above you. So what tends to happen? You tend to live vicariously through people because you don't actually believe that you can get to those things yourself. And I'm not saying that everything is attainable to you if you just get to it. Maybe some things aren't. But if you don't try and if you're not persevering through it, then you'll never know. But in our generation, we're taught if we don't get it right there, if we don't get it right there when we want it, if we don't get it in 1 month or two, quit. All I'm saying is just don't quit. To be persevering, to be diligent, to be tenacious, these are qualities that are good in every human being. So if you can cultivate those, if you want to cultivate those, muscular or endurance training or resistance training is one way to help cultivate your tenacity and your perseverance and your accumulation of wisdom and applied knowledge in that topic. So therefore you can understand and use that same conscious muscle to be persevering and apply knowledge and wisdom in another tactic. You see? But you got to start somewhere, man. So if you're out of shape, you know, I'm eventually going to come up with some type of a program for you guys that's more relatable and more like usable and practical for like an average Joe. It's not generic. But I really want you guys to think about, so if this is your homework, this is your homework today. This is your homework. Go in the mirror and ask yourself, do I like what I see? You know? And maybe that'll lead you to a physical aspect, and maybe it won't stop there. Maybe it'll go to, do I like who I am as a person? And one thing I forgot to say is that is kind of what working out has led for me to do. It has led to me not necessarily stopping on who I am externally, but going more into the internal of why do I want to eat bad? Why do I want to live an unhealthy lifestyle? Why do I tend to overindulge on video games or women or, you know, excess superficial stuff? Why can't I just buckle down and accomplish my dreams? And I know it sounds cliche, but I don't want you guys to be where I was for so long in my life, which is about what? Ever since I got out of high school, I was aimless and I was always kind of like tossed to and fro about, you know? So I'm gonna keep making videos to kind of get you guys acclimated with my thought process, because maybe you can adopt some of my thought processes and it'll help you guys. So take care. Peace.